I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay in my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans.
Oh, my bad.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
That's my... Oh, a desync has occurred. What is a desync? Yeah, it said a desync has occurred. I don't know what a desync is, but it said it has occurred. But what is that? Like, that's the age-old question. Yeah, that's how I was doing when I was looking for yours. I had to get out of it and get back in. Well, I had to get out of the YouTube thing and get back in it. Let's try this again, Shell. Alright, get up out of here. How could I forget that you done done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from. Would love to take you shopping, but could I mean your tongue? Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero down, give my baby 35. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact, could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping, got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you, for real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you, that's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo.
Alright.
This for me.
much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans.
Kill.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign.
Bro, what the fuck is a descent, man?
I got so much beef.
Can somebody explain to me what the hell that
Never
means?
know you got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. In the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. Put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this block. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck and it's froze. Santa's reindeer.
Is you on the main menu, Brendan?
It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money,
Yeah.
soda, keep on coming.
Oh, there you go.
Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the night the crumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. Got good. I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone tell them well opposition. They move wrong. So I
Dark shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in the ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunker briefs. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Risk game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah. We look like twins out here, man.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount.
Blount! Oh, stay up, Blount!
Down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Blount. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Oh, that's the wrong fucking button, bro.
Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Room here to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team
How,
said,
I mean, like, I feel like if it's me, I'm dropping.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan
Especially
first
if they
down.
swing their
After getting
arm
that
through
turnover
that
on the
like that.
first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Yeah,
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, But he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A first down carry now for Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Incomplete.
Come on,
One of his
Ed.
main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Second down, McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
I'm trying to see if Brendan gonna say the same day about that.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he
gotta give me a first down.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
You know what? They're keeping this stuff alive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that,
it don't
and that's what he
take
did.
that long to fucking move from one side to the other.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on, bro. Get set.
Now a carry for Blunt. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw, it seems almost effortless.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This shit, he is solid.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Open.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
You missed that.
And this one will get there. Top to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is
we got stuck in the fucking
and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I love how they just watching that out.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
Well, how come he throwing it?
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff to Miller. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Leopard.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Being chased out left.
He fumbled it.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
But he's
there as his guys will get the football
but that thing is bringing up, boy.
I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, here's Blunt. Powers
you better sit down.
That
dang gone brown, boy. He don't
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
We can't, you mean that we can't throw a simple pass. It's simple, bro. It's like, you got me, bro. These people got me.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They holding me.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense,
I can't
this is a
say
classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Or was he already like that?
Here we go now.
Wow.
319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Cakes Walker complete. Oh, that's
okay.
an effort.
I'm getting away from that.
A really good pickup of 28
How
yards.
he did that, boy?
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
But we still...
Here's a give to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I need you to catch.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And
he's got the completion of Hopkins. It's a game
Why
of
are we
20
not
and
coming
picking up the
over and
first.
hitting him?
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So they took a shot on
I
first
promise
down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Steps away to his
Boy.
left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw.
And he's waiting till the left.
That's complete.
And
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Wait, you kicked us. Wait. You made a 60-yard. You know what?
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping, and they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Who's supposed to
3
be?
yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll go with Foreman.
Tripped up.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Man, I'm sick, bro.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hell no time soon.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Wide open.
Brian, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Nobody
now
fault
they're
the
out there
Cam
again to
fault.
try once more.
This game is on you, Cam.
They will go for it. Now Newton. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Here's Bill, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Way too late to start
It's a
throwing
loss of a
on the
yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Run again with Bill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Everybody's attention going to
The
fucking
tackle that
J.J.
time by
Watt.
Zach
They ain't blocking
Cunningham.
nobody else.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye
God,
discipline to be an
bro.
elite linebacker.
Block
What that means
everybody.
is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's
They
intercepted.
keep making me throw it to
Picked
him. I
off
ain't
by
fucking
Andre
with
Howe. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side.
If
Look
anybody
at this.
thought,
They get the
if
turnover
anybody
they
thought they
needed.
was
It's
going to get to us,
intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are in the stage where they've run out of patience, and now they get to demand
who are we
production?
blocking?
Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz
That was
as the
so funny.
linebacker
We're
was
just
freed
beating
up
up,
in order
man.
to stuff that one for a loss.
It's because we
I think
ain't winning.
quarterbacks
We
got to see that. Got to
pretty
find a
much
way to
just
audible
give
to
up.
something a little more advantageous.
To throw on second down. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Way, bro?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Away from the doggone.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Fucking go for it, 4th and 2.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
What?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Setting up the screen from
not there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
This is really good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's
incomplete. If you was on your man, you could have picked it off.
Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Did he make it?
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. Now a desperate.
I mean,
a crusher there
yes,
as it's
he's going all the way. He's going all the way to the back
Thought
of
they
the
had
end
something
zone.
going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt, the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Texans, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, making any dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Father, you need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of us, if I offend you.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Lawyer and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton.
I'm at the career, my bad.
Use the glasses for vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at you go. Okay, you love it. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches gas over bacon. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my stickers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. But my principal, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Bring them tryna all of ya. Talking about it, ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took them all your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. For the homies.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium.
So what happened? Why? Huh? Like, what happened? Like,
ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose.
tell you what, man.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a handoff to Ball. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Yeah. She can't take that criticism, my boy. She can't take that criticism, my boy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, Newton.
That's me.
Incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball just a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This man has 98 and freaking man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really
funny
not.
because
They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after. after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
It's crazy because it's sad because don't nobody
Under
else.
4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Ain't nobody else on my team cover
On second down, here's Watson. And Austin Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looking long for Westbrook.
Yeah,
Shaq. Tipped and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
That's it. That's it be happening.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On the ball.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's like you can't say anything about that because he actually.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
I'm impressed with him.
That appeared to be a case of see ball,
like
get ball.
I wouldn't have believed him when he came out of high school. I really wouldn't. But he has thoroughly impressed me by going to Alabama.
There's Newton now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Calais Campbell in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Well, Tua, I can't wait. Until you come to the run.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation,
it's like, I'd rather that be a fumble,
so I don't see
because just for the
simple
fact.
No, I'm with you. There was
just
contact,
for the simple fact
I'm
of
happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
He's catching it for a whole 2 seconds and taking like 2 or 3
it's
steps.
Another boomer. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Watson. Looking long for Westbrook. This is taken in. It's complete.
All you gotta do, I mean, it's like he's just sitting there watching him run towards him instead of.
Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you
right.
wanted to see them open things up, maybe
there.
take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
That's the difference between good safeties and people who just out here for a paycheck. Just saying.
Watson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 17.
If you're in a zone, you're playing your zone. But yet, you still got to be somebody that don't even.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Watson now on second down.
I thought I was there.
I thought I was playing, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Watson on third and goal.
Sack Thompson.
Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Cover well the first 3 fucking
That's one of the better
plays.
examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
You ain't even got to intercept it. Just knock it down.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Reset. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On first and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Looking long for Westbrook.
There's no way. I was
And he
about to say
almost
that.
had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even...
No!
Again, just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I can't stay in there because if I stay in there and throw it, Cam Newton's going to overthrow it or underthrow it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My God,
we've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You get behind
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
You do something to help me understand.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Bulldozes past him. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bro, why they got me?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete.
Why he ain't dropping it?
Jenkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On first down, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Watson now off the bootleg. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
I've never seen a punter do that in real life except for 1 or 2. I've never seen 32, how many teams in the NFL? 32 doggone punters do the same exact thing. That's crazy.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And a hit jarred loose.
I'm through, bro.
It's incomplete.
I'm through. Because
the frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over. Unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
It's like, God damn. I wish we could finish this game, but we can't.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Whew, that was fun. Man, that shit got me. Saints.
They fake the give. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. first down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Newton now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. Now a first down throw for Newton. That is caught at the 7. And
finally, we hold on to something.
Inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
It's frustrating, bro.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
God dang, man. Come on, man. I wouldn't even.
He'll get it up the middle. And
move out of the way.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go,
at first I thought it was the game that we played earlier.
Long drive. You got to figure a field goal.
Then I thought it was the game I played against Brandon.
Now on third and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw.
Pick it!
Oh, what is the release as this will be incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler Gostkowski. This from 52 and this for the win. And off the upright and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Jaguars, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.
Yeah, what it is, yeah. Same old shit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
This time we lead the game. This time we lead the game in turnovers.
Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
All the other games we lost, we were losing in turnovers. This game we lose and we winning in turnovers. At this point, I don't even care. Cause I've lost